Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Fronti.
Well, happy Saturday, and more importantly, Happy New Year, happy 2017, and I hope you're as excited as we are about the new year. Everybody likes a clean slate, right, Gino?
It always feels good every year when you come into the new year and get to leave everything behind you, but one of the things, Don, that we have to look at is, and we're proud of, I know that we're very proud of the accomplishments that we had in 2016. I saw a lot of people that were not happy with 2016. I'm ecstatic. We did a lot of great things in 2016.
Oh, 2017 is even going to be better, but 2016 was great with our team and what Skyline's accomplished. Remember, our goal here on our radio show now for going on almost 6 years now.
We can say that now that we're in 2017.
Yeah, going
it's
on
the
6
year
years.
It's going to be 6 years in.
Yes. and we're only 4 months away from our, actually really 3 months away.
3 months away, yeah.
Yeah, from our 6-year anniversary. So one of the things we'd really like you to do is really get involved with our show, pay attention to our show, because we bring you some real quality guests, some real quality advice, some real quality information and education, and you can start by joining our show.
Yeah, and the easiest way to do that is to go to donandgino.com. Check out the live streaming button. You can see that we're in here today. You get Don and Gino today.
We're waving at you now.
It's been a while since it's just you and I sitting in on the show and talking and sharing some of our pearls of wisdom for 2017.
This is the way we wanted to start the new year.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for that, because I know you were getting at this, but I sidetracked you, is that our goal has always been to guide you to personal and financial wellness. We've been doing that almost for 6 years now, and I can honestly say that we have done that. We've helped so many people, and we've given them such great advice, and not because we're smart, but our guests are amazing.
We are smart.
Oh, there's that.
No, we love what we do. We really, really do, because I can how many nights are we here till 8:30 and 10 o'clock at night?
All the time.
And it's not because we have a boss telling us we have to. It's because we love what we do. And we love helping you. And we've done that by gathering up some great people. One, our Skyline team here is amazing. And just so you know, Skyline Home Loans, you're like, I've kind of heard of them. Well, you should. They've been around since 1985. Not the new kid on the block. Based right out of Calabasas. Our office is right off Attorney Road, off of Magic Mountain Parkway. We have over 20 of us here dedicated to you, and I can honestly tell you that everyone here on our team is a rock star.
Yeah, and they've been in Santa Clarita for over a decade now, too.
That's true.
So one of the things that we look at, yes, our team is amazing, especially I look at the last few days, right? I manage more about the operations side, right? And I look at December, and something happened in December that everybody said wasn't going to be possible in 2015. So let's take a look at the end of 2015, that ugly word, that four-letter word, TRID, came into existence, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Remember that? That was November of 15, right?
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
yuck.
is going to be horrible. Who knows what it's going to do? You'll never close an escrow in 30 days again. Well, I could tell you that just last month alone, we were able to close, I'm going to say 5 in right around 20 days. I know a couple of them went at 21. We had one at 23. We have one closing right now at 28, even with the 2 holidays in it.
How about that?
Yeah, so we are able to close 30-day escrows, no problem. There's some exceptions, certain kinds of loans that need more time. But your standard Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, and even VA loans could be closed in 30 days.
Well, why don't we talk about why is this valuable to you other than us bragging? The reason being is that you're going to have some competition. During the holidays, it slows down a little bit. And this year didn't a whole lot for us. We were busy, which is a good sign for the real estate economy. And what's funny, part of it was due to, believe it or not, interest rates rising. A lot of you went, oh, no, I better get off the fence, as we call it. Interest rates did go up quite a bit right after the elections because everybody felt that the economy is going to be booming, and therefore rates went up. But they've already They're starting to readjust again, aren't they, Gino?
Yeah, they're calling it the Trump bump. I don't know if you saw that.
Bump.
Yeah.
I don't know if that visual is any good for me.
But that's
I
what
hope that's in regard to his wife.
They're talking about that's what the stock market rally was. However, it was interesting to watch this week. The stock market's still got some fuel behind it. It's got some legs.
Yeah. And, well, the economy has been improving. Consistently, slowly, which is the way we want it. Whenever we have busts, which is your biggest fear, our biggest fear, of course, being in the mortgage industry and the real estate industry, is when there's huge increases and we can't keep up with them, then there's going to be a big crash. What's nice is this has been a slow and steady improvement from the doldrums, granted.
Yep.
I mean, we had the big, recession, or what they call it,
The Great Recession.
Great Recession. But what's nice is it's consistent, and a lot of you are still sitting on the fence, which we're surprised because rates are still in the low fours. We've showed you over and over and over how rates used to be double digits, and even just 1% increase in interest rates can basically you cannot
erodes your buying power.
That's the word I was looking for.
Erodes.
Erodes your buying power, meaning you cannot purchase as much home, or it may even boot you out of the area.
Yeah, and that's what we saw. And so let's talk about this. I just had somebody explain it to me in a really great way, is that equity grows in concentric circles. And you start from the mega, wherever you have the most population, right? So downtown Los Angeles, in our case. So if you look at those circles, then you have Santa Monica as another one, has another circle. And where those circles overlap is where you have the highest values, where you have your centric and you can get to both places, and that's where you get the highest values. Well, when we start seeing that those circles start getting pushed out and Santa Clarita values start going up and Palmdale values going out because nobody can afford anything in the San Fernando Valley anymore. And by the way, the San Fernando Valley is almost 10% higher value across the board than what it was prior to the peak. There are certain areas that are not. Condos are not quite, but like places like Encino, oh my God. I mean, at the peak, it was a small 1,700 square foot house was $700,000. That's the same house, $825 today.
Yeah, nobody said it would go back there, though.
It would never go back. Remember? Never.
Yeah,
That was
I just heard that recently. Somebody said, well, prices won't get up to that again. Remember, I've gone through this for 30 years now. I remember when Valencia got up to 450, started from 250, went up to 450. Everybody said, oh, my gosh, $450,000 for a home. And then there was the early 90s crash. It went down to the 200s. They said, I'll never get up to 450 again. Try finding a condo in Valencia right now at $450. I mean, seriously, the condo I bought at $130,000, brand spanking new, is now worth $400,000.
Yeah. So if you look at real estate over time, you've got to be able to, and this is our CEO's words, ride the cycle. I love that. You got to be able to ride the cycle with real estate, but if you do, there's going to be good gains for you. And riding the cycle is not always easy. It depends what's going on with your job, how much stability, if you're a good saver, if you spend every penny, if you indebt yourself, a lot of different things. But if you're able to ride the cycle, there's still no better investment than real estate.
All right. Before we go to our next segment, we want to share with you some certain things because a lot of you have to either leave your car or leave your computer. Is there some valuable resources that we have created for you that we want you to have? And the most important one is America's Professional Resource Group. Due to the fact that we've now been on almost 6 years, we have, our YouTube channel alone has over 1,000 interviews with some of the top professionals in all of Santa Clarita and beyond, national. But we put them together in one group. We picked the best of the best in Santa Clarita that has your interest in mind. They're accountable to you. They're accountable to us. They're accountable to the Santa Clarita Valley. They've been around for, in most cases, 15 to 40 years. We put them together in one group called America's Professional Resource Group so that you have a resource for any field. Name some of the fields, Gino.
Okay, so number one, I think super passionate about this, and we need to, I know we've done a great job of it, but we need to do a better job even in 2017, is trusts. You have to get a trust. If you own a home, you deserve a trust. Don't just take the vesting that you're married joint tenants and think that's okay. It's not good enough.
Right.
Not in today's world, it's not good enough. So we have an estate attorney that you can use. Also,
probably the first thing you should look at the beginning of the year, like Gino's alluding to, is that you need to get, you need a trust. You know you should be protecting your family. That should be your first priority for 2017.
Undeniably, one of the best things I've ever done is get that trust together. Has to be one of the best things it did because it allowed me to take other steps. Like, for example, then I was able to reassess my life insurance, right, with Scott Zimmerman. So he's our life insurance professional. And most of us are underinsured. Even if you have life insurance, you're most likely underinsured unless you've been reevaluating that annually. So then having the trust allows you to make the next step and take your life insurance and get that reevaluated.
Then you reevaluate your homeowner's insurance, your auto insurance with Carlos Villalobos and Carlos Villalobos Insurance. And then you look at your financial planning, Chris Ingram,
right,
Ingram Financial Solutions.
And then he'll circle you back and say, wait a second, do you have disability insurance? Because otherwise all this money we're saving could be evaporated in 6 weeks if you get sick.
I hate it when that happens.
I know. So what we're getting at is that we have all the right professionals to make sure that you have a well-rounded, economic future. And it's not all about one item. Most of us have one or two of these items done correctly in our lives, but we don't have all of them in the right place. So in 2016, that was a great accomplishment for us personally, Don, is that we got all these things taken care of.
And they're now available to you just by going to aprgi.com, aprgi.com, America's Professional Resource Group, Inc. Check it out and stay tuned because we're going to let you know, believe it or not, Skyline Home Loans does more loans than Wells Fargo in certain areas, especially when it comes to you veterans.
Oh, yeah.
We killed them.
Really, really good numbers here, so I'm excited to look at that when we get back.
All right, we'll share with you why Skyline's a great resource for you and so much more about why 2017 is a great year for real estate when we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show.